Previously on Roll for Distraction, Proxy Error. With their new orders to retrieve an AI core called Clio, the party returned to the Lethe Research Base. They decided that they'd rather take their chances fighting whatever physical threat exists in the manufacturing sector, as opposed to the more mysterious force they believe is in Sector B. After a brief gunfight with an Argonaut android on guard duty, they entered Sector C's massive vertical assembly line. Making their way down a series of very slow cargo elevators, they took a branching path to a room labeled Design. However, rather than a lab of some sort, they found that the entire room had been replaced with a warped lakeshore. Several Argonauts stood around the lake, as if in a trance. Unsettled, they decided to sneak around the edges of the room and explore a storage room and a checkpoint leading to Sector B, before turning back to continue down the assembly line. They descended deeper and then took another branching path. In a room called Chemistry, they found a strange landscape resembling Earth's moon. Sergeant Irons rummaged through a pile of dead Argonauts and was attacked by a spider-like amalgam of two androids. This spider chased after him, slashing him across the chest, back, and forehead, while the others shot at it. It was a close call, but when the dust settled, he was left with only flesh wounds. Luckily, the next room they opened contained a docking port, and they flew back to Soteria to recover.
So, I hopped in here kind of early because I had nothing better to do, right? And so, I go and I transfer my headphones over to be my audio output. Apparently, it took for everything but Discord. So, I don't hear when
Discord
Alex joins, but all I hear is out of, the corner from a speaker somewhere, hello. And I'm just like, what the f***? And so, I immediately, spin around. I look at my security camera to see if there's someone at the front door. And I'm like, what the f*** is going on? So...
Weird.
I'm like, all right, might have to go grab a... So I'm looking around, I'm like, all right, what do I got that, if I gotta fight someone off before I can get to my, my...
And mind you... I'm not hearing any of this, him moving around, nothing. I'm hearing nothing.
Well, no. So I had my mic on my headphones muted. But, so then finally, all I hear is just a deep sigh as I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on. I'm like, okay, that came from my computer, but everything else is coming from my headphones. I just happened to look, I'm like, oh, Alex is here. Huh. Why is she coming through the computer?
So, yeah, I almost caused a security breach at Colin's
Thankfully,
house.
Colin's pants are still clean. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Proxy Error. This is episode 4.
He wore the brown pants.
I never said my pants are still clean.
I guess he didn't say. I'm just assuming for you. Trying to be a good friend here. Let me be
well,
quickly...
that's out of character for you. What'd you do with the real Alex?
Let me quickly say at the top here, Happy New Year.
Oh, yeah.
Happy New Year. Sir, it's only October.
Actually, it's
John,
November,
it's November.
sir.
Shut up!
Sir? In real time, the show's not even out yet, so apologies if you've been yelling at us in the comments for anything stupid. I'll actually get to such a thing.
We prep.
Don't worry. We made a small
We like
mistake
to
last
record
episode.
in advance so we can blow it in 3 months.
So let's pick up where we left off. You guys came back to Soteria, your little safe hub, and John has some ouchies. Quick order of business related to that. John, I realize that
of death.
The way armor works in Mothership is a little funky. When it's destroyed, quote unquote, the damage reduction still applies. Not the armor points, but the damage reduction still applies. So that second hit that you took should have been 3 less. So give yourself 3 more HP.
Oh, then I'm down to... Then I only have 1 wound.
Okay, you only have 1 wound. Great, that's good.
You're not as dead yet.
So I am at
and
1 out
how
of
much
13.
HP
I'm
does
at
that
1 out of
you only have
13
1.
health, but that would have prevented the
I
second
thought that might be
wound.
the case. So then do you want to, before you fly back, and go through any sort of complex medical care, do you want to use one of your stim packs, since it might be a little more worthwhile?
How much does the stim pack heal?
1d10.
Just remember, they are rectal, so... Nothing.
Oh, I thought you said rentable. I'm like, how the fuck do you rent a stim pack?
How do you rent medicine? If you don't pay the rental fee on the medicine, they make you sick again.
God, don't give big
fair.
pharma ideas.
Yeah.
That they can retroactively take it away.
Do any of you...
the plot of that movie Repo?
Yes.
I was just about to say that. Do you guys remember Repo Man?
Yeah.
Yes.
That was a good movie.
Badass.
Stupid ending. Good movie.
So yes, yes or no on the stim pack. You are flying back to base, so up to you. But
I mean, everyone has stim packs, right?
No, you have 3.
I have a stim pack.
Gerard is holding on to all 3, or maybe you distributed them.
I don't.
Yeah, you have 3 for the whole party.
Yeah. Can someone just hit me with one of those?
Buy more, but
I guess I shall volunteer my stim pack to you.
Thank you.
okay, John, go ahead and roll a d10.
Oh, big money, no whammies. 7. I'll take it. That's not that bad.
Not bad. And you also remove 1 stress when you use a stim pack.
Ooh.
Makes you feel good.
Do we have 12 stim packs I can use?
No. Why?
So I
reduce
so
all
I
of his
can
stress.
Reduce all my stress.
Your stress is 12. Oh my god.
But that is the next order of business then. So you guys make it back to Soteria and step off the fuel shuttle. Once again, Officer Green and the Marines are there to greet you. They have you deposit your weaponry in the bin and lock it up as usual. And one of the Marines stops Sergeant Irons, John, and stops you and says, "Oh, you big scratch in the armor there. You doing all right?"
It's a little more than a scratch. There's a hole because it got me.
Yeah. Well, hey, it's in your contract that you get medical services, so why don't you head over to the doctor while you're here?
Oh, that sounds great. Thank you.
Wait till he just puts microchips inside of you.
No, the medical services he gets is that he gets sent out to pasture.
Yeah, the medical service is like an old Yellard.
You've been totaled. You're not worth fixing.
You're totaled.
I prescribe you with death.
So you were led down another hallway of Soteria that you hadn't been down previously into a room you hadn't been previously. We'll say it's just you for this scene, John.
Oh, sick.
Sergeant. You are introduced to a doctor. On his name tag there it says Dr. Mata, and he's a sort of a gruff, middle-aged, sort of military-looking guy.
Wow, me too.
And he's like, exactly.
What's a motto?
Like, well, I don't know what's the motto with you. That's gonna need some attention. Come on in, have a seat here on the table. Let's get that armor off of you and let's have a look.
You got it, Doc. Coughs up blood.
And yeah,
Just
a minute
like
later,
real
one of the Marines is helping him out. They get the plating off. It takes a minute because it's all scratched up and dented and folded wrongly. They get everything off you, and yeah, you've got a big gash across your chest. Not immediately life-threatening or anything, but they can stitch it up and stuff. But normally, healing in Mothership is a slow process. We can do that. I can pull up the rules for that in a minute. But you're gonna gain very little health and wounds back normally. However, here in their medical ward on Soteria, they do have some technology from the LRB that they have access to that is technically still experimental, but available to you. They're happy to let you be guinea pigs. So the doctor explains to you that they have a chamber that is essentially a cell regrowth accelerator. However, statistically, it has killed a few people.
What's the odds?
I'm sending it to you now. It's there on the screen. The odds are 1%, which is quite low.
That's quite
of survival. Of survival.
Oh, that's the other direction.
So the cell replication accelerator can only do one person at a time. It's a 20-hour treatment, so it's your entire downtime. It will restore one of your wounds, it will end one condition, which you don't have any currently, and it will refill your health on whatever wound you end up on. There is a 1% chance that it basically just kills you.
That it Chernobyls you immediately.
Yeah. So, John, if you'd like to do that, you may.
I'm gonna roll a D100, and as long as I don't get double zeros, I live.
Triple zeros is death.
Triple zero.
I really hope you get triple zeros.
14. I rolled really well.
No, you are fine. So you'll be in downtime there for the whole time. Go ahead and reduce your wounds by 1. Refill your health on your current health bar.
That's all my wounds. I'm down to 0 wounds.
The other thing is you have that armor. I know you had asked about repairing it. You're basically busy for this entire downtime.
But I can perhaps give it to a jury-rigging man.
Right. Do any of the rest of you have any repair-related skills?
Yes.
Colin, what do you got?
I have mechanical repair.
You do have mechanical repair.
Yes.
Okay.
I have jerry
Okay.
rigging.
Well, we'll go with Colin's mechanical repair then. I won't make you roll anything. You have tools. You have a bunch of tools that you've picked up over the course of the adventure. So I'm going to say, John, that you don't have the facilities or the technologies to repair all the little doodads on the armor, right? It comes with, like, short-range comms and a body cam and all this other fancy stuff on the advanced battle dress. That stuff's all busted. I will let you have...
the armor part works is really what I'm worried about.
I'll have Colin roll for this because he's doing the repair.
Even with my electronic tool set, which is a full set of tools for doing detailed repair or construction work on electronics.
I'll let you pick one of them to fix, Colin, and I'll let you have 1d10. I'll let Colin roll because he's doing the repair. 1d10 armor points AP.
Here's d10. That's a 3.
Okay, not great, but it's airtight again.
And then what are the mechanical doodads I can?
You can either put short-range comms, the body cam, the headlamp, the HUD.
I have a flashlight. I can duct tape to my helmet. Just give me the comms.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
comms.
All right, you fix his short-range comms. And yeah, three armor points. And then the rest of you, John, you're in medical. The rest of you, you can do your stress relief if you want to.
Yeah, I'm at 11. I would like to do that.
Like I said, last time you guys picked up some food, so we can use that, some nice food. You can use that as your stress relief activity. What you need to do is make a save using your lowest save, your worst one, whatever that happens to be. Make it with your worst save. If you succeed, you have advantage for the food. If you succeed, you reduce it. Yes, you reduce it by the ones place. If you fail, you just gain 1 stress. You can also opt to not do this at all if you're like, I'm not even taking the chance. But that's up to you.
I'm taking the chance.
I got a 1 success. I take my stress down by 1.
What was your total roll?
1.
Oh, 1. Oh, yeah. Reduce stress by 1. Brian,
Right,
what
so
did you
I'm at
get?
7.
I rolled a 97. I am still stressed.
Advantage?
Wait a minute. I rolled a 64. I'm still stressed.
Okay, you gain 1 stress.
All right.
Colin,
I rolled a 70. I'm still freaking out.
that's with advantage?
Yeah. I
You
was
gain 1 stress.
I was too stressed working on John's suit.
Gerard?
That's fair.
70 and 48. I am still stressed.
All right.
11.
Am I allowed
11
to
stress.
do another one to see?
No.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That would make sense, because if I fuck up,
we're
then I
all
just get the stress
so-
back that I just lost.
We're also worried about Jorn and his gash wound.
So with all the housekeeping then out of the way, if anyone wants to buy or sell anything while you're here.
I think I do.
Can I sell some
I don't
stress?
have the money for that.
So wait,
I have a
No.
revolver.
Do we have like a money pool?
No, you guys have all just been
No.
holding on to your money.
So here's the
individually.
thing. We can sell the helicopter for 10 grand.
Yeah, if you decide you want to do that, you can do that.
I thought we decided last time we didn't want to do it just yet.
That was your decision last time, but now it's this time, so
We
hey.
did, but now it's this time, and this time stim packs might be good to have on hand.
Yeah.
Guys, we should save up for pet organic.
No, we should not.
It's 200,000 credits.
Jesus Christ. It was expensive. I forgot it was that much.
I have a fancy watch. I don't remember where I got this fancy
Exoloader.
watch.
It's 100K.
The fancy watch is from one of the dead executives of the company that you work for.
Wait.
Can I sell
Time
it?
out.
How much is it worth?
Can I sell an MRE so I can get ammo?
Yes, you get half value.
I was going to say,
whenever-
I can sell this revolver and the ammo if no one else wants it. Because the revolvers
I don't think you need it.
The revolvers are $750 each, so...
Sell it.
Okay. I also have a tranq pistol with 1 shot. Can I give Alex the one shot for her tranq pistol and sell my tranq pistol?
If you'd like.
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
Alex, I'm going to give you one bullet.
One dart.
One dart, and I'm going to sell my tranq pistol, so that'll give me 125 credits.
Alright, I'm gonna sell 2 of my MREs, so that'll get me 70 credits.
I was going to say, maybe we
Making
don't
sure we're
sell
selling
food.
at half
I was going to
value.
just give you some money for ammo, because I can get quite a bit from the revolver and my tranq pistol. It's like,
Okay, cool,
I
that
think it's
works
viable for us to share resources here.
too. Yeah.
Which is why I'm not against selling the helicopter for 10 grand so we have some money for healing items and any other shit we might need.
Hey, Vigna.
Yeah.
How much is this fancy watch worth?
Colin, you also have a revolver. Sell that. It'll get you...
I don't have a revolver.
Yes, you did.
No, I had a flare gun.
You found a revolver in the first room with no bullets.
Did I?
There was a revolver in the first room with no bullets, and I believe you claimed it because you did not have a gun otherwise at the time.
Okay.
So sell your empty revolver for 375 credits.
The watch, if you want to sell it, Colin, is somewhere. It's 500 credits for the watch,
500 credits for the watch. I'm selling that too.
which is not bad.
I have 525 credits. Alex, how much are magazines for your gun?
Magazines for my gun. 50 credits each.
Okay, I'm gonna give you 100, so buy 2.
Thank you.
Our credits, like, are we taking our credits with us into the station? Or...
No, they're on an account.
Okay. So...
You're not carrying around, like, physical dollar bills, yeah.
Coolio.
I have a frag grenade that I have not used.
Right, usually, if you've used it, you don't have it anymore. Go ahead.
It is worth 400 credits in the store. Can I sell it? You said it was for half value, right?
I feel like maybe
yes.
you should keep that. Just for
But I
an
need more
emergency.
bullets. I
How
have
many
2
more bullets do
magazines
you
for
need?
my smudge.
Okay, I'll buy
I've-
you another magazine.
Brian, do you need to buy anything? How's your ammo?
My ammo is gone. Wait, no, it's not.
So I know you have shot, but
I think I have 5 shots left. Here, wait, magazines 2, magazine size 5. Okay, so I'm good.
okay, yeah, you're okay. You have 2 mags left. Okay, so if that about wraps everything up, then we will actually continue now. You guys will finish your downtime. Sergeant will come out of medical feeling only slightly irradiated, and we can return to the Lethe Research Base. I assume you guys are going to continue where you left off in the docking bay in C12.
Yes, please, our save point.
If there's no
We love our
objections, we will
save
go there.
points.
All right, so you return, you go back on the fuel shuttle, you get to the room where you left off in that docking bay in C12, off to the side of the, off to the side of the assembly line, and it's as you left it, still pretty empty. There was just those shipping containers of food that you took a good amount out of. You could probably restock later if you want, assuming you come back out this way. You already searched here, so nothing else to do in this room. 10 minutes then to travel to the adjacent room, C11, the moon room, or C10 rather, the moon room. It's still the moon.
Landing was fake.
Sorry.
C11 is the vacuum.
C11 is the room that has the air leak that you
Let's
had not previously gone into.
Let's go to C4.
The exploding room. The exploding room.
Yes.
Exploding.
Exploding.
30 minutes to move into a bigger room. It's 6:40. You are back on the assembly line. This room is the skeletal, frame assembly. This is where they put all the skeleton bits together. I narrated this last time. And let me roll something because we're traveling. As you guys are making your way downtown.
I was waiting for it.
Through the base, through the assembly line to the next of those big slow cargo elevators. On your way to the path of the elevator, following the path that you have been following, you see, let me just roll something.
Oh, cool, more horrors beyond my own comprehension.
Yeah, probably.
I'm gonna go cry.
There is a person on a, it's like a thin catwalk that leads to this elevator, and there is a person there kind of blocking you.
You people.
They have their back turned to you,
Ren?
and they are piling boxes, something small, into a pyramid, and they keep knocking it over. They're trying to like make a nice neat pile, and they keep knocking it over. They just can't do it right. And they're wearing like a jumpsuit, like a common laborer jumpsuit, and they're pretty much directly in your way. And from far away, they don't seem to notice you. They seem absorbed in this task, apparently Sisyphean task that they can't complete.
I would like to train my SMG on them.
Same, but with my machine gun.
Like I said, they're still far away enough from you that they haven't seemed to have noticed you yet.
Can I grab like a bolt or like a nut or a washer or something and just chuck it at the dude's back?
Yes, a small
ping.
Loose object.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where do you throw it? Like, where do you aim to throw it?
I just want to kind of like bounce it off his back, be like, hey.
I won't make you roll or anything for that. Yeah, in that case, you find just a loose bit of like slag that dripped down from one of the upper levels.
Ew.
Slag's not gross. Slag is just metal.
Molten
Well, it's
metal.
not metal.
Yeah,
like
it's the leftover. It's
carbonized
just
burn off from metal.
It's a rock. And you find that and you toss it and it tips off his shoulder and he turns around and clearly he is another one of whatever the receptionist is or was. He's even more messed up. His whole right side of his face is like lopsided and melted into his neck.
Shoot him.
Ew.
And he starts running at you. So yes, let's do the speed checks.
Failure.
Remember, no
47.
stress for these, Gerard. Is slow.
Failure.
Yep, stressed.
What, Brian?
Stressed. I rolled a 94.
Okay, no stress.
No stress.
I rolled a 5.
Colin's fast. John?
I was slow, 56.
Okay, so only Colin is going to be able to act before this thing runs up to you. Only you have the reflexes for this. It's not super far. It'll get to you if you miss this, so or if you don't kill it, I should say. So go ahead and roll for me, Colin. Assuming you're shooting it.
I will shoot him.
Actually, I should say, you don't even have to roll this. There's every other time you guys have been firing at a target thus far this game, you've been doing so while one of your allies is standing right next to it. So that's why I've been making you roll every attack.
Catwalk. They can't like laterally.
Yeah, this one you've just got a straight shot down a bridge essentially, right? So you hit him. Go ahead and roll damage for me. Don't even roll the attack.
That's gonna be 8 damage.
Okay, that is not gonna kill it. It does take damage, of course. You, much like with the receptionist, you blow a hole in its rib, and there's no immediate blood. It seems like it's just made of that weird gray gooey material. Colin, then unfortunately, because you were the only one to act quickly, it's gonna run up to you who has thrown a rock at it and shot it, and it's gonna grab you, and this time it's gonna actually do the thing that the receptionist was trying to do to you. It is going to vomit directly on you. And it's not normal vomit. It's like weird glowing rainbow goo.
Gross.
It's the Nyan Cat.
Not exactly. Wow, I rolled pretty high on that. Colin, what's your armor situation?
I don't have any. Or no, I have standard crew attire, AP 1.
Not anymore, you don't. You take 16 damage.
Oh my god.
Babe.
As this strange acid question mark touches you. I assume that gives you a wound?
Yeah, so is the
maybe not. You might
16
have more than 16
after
health.
my armor?
The AP is not damage reduction. It just means anything 1 damage or less you don't get hurt by.
Yes, that will drop me down to 14 health and wound.
Okay. Then roll your wound for me. Roll a d10.
That's a 0.
Oh, again, you guys are getting real lucky with these wounds. You in sort of the panic of this, are knocked down. So you're prone. You're on your back now.
How convenient. He's not in the way of our bullets.
Exactly. So while Colin is dealing with that, he is
motherfucker.
struggling with this acid on him. Yes, John, would you like to then shoot? You seem eager.
Yeah. Failure.
No, again, yeah. Don't roll for this.
Oh, okay.
Because Colin's on the ground now. You've just got a perfectly clean shot.
Don't shoot!
Then
Shoot!
I light him up, so let me roll my damage.
Yeah, you probably got him. Go ahead and roll damage.
25.
Yeah, that'll do. You got him. So Antonio falls backwards onto his back in front of you, revealing your target in full view. You light him up. He drops. Colin, Antonio on the ground. You finish wiping this goo off of you. It stings a bit, but it doesn't seem to be like melting through your skin. But once you finish wiping it off, of course it's partially eaten through your shirt, your normal cloth shirt that you wear. And you're looking at your chest and your arms where you got it all over you, and they're covered in just colors and imagery and new textures, like a random assortment of things. Like your left arm looks almost rocky. Your chest has this dirt like sand that you can scrape off of it. You've been converted into like randomized materials a little bit. I need you to make a sanity save, Colin.
Your textures are
Make a sanity
bugging
save.
out.
94, that's a failure.
Okay, that's a stress. As you continue to pick at this, it seems like it'll come off, but you might need a shower to get all of it off. But yeah,
Get it off. Get it off.
It's freaky. That's for sure.
Is it so freaky that the rest of us need to roll or no?
No, I'll say just Colin for that. That's a direct result of the attack hitting you. But anyway, you've unblocked the elevator.
Yay, we only had to murder a man? Question mark?
Man. 30 minutes for the elevator, and then 30 minutes for
I guess
big room.
Slowest elevator.
Right.
Were my clothes destroyed by the acid?
You got a hole in your shirt.
Antonio's just walking around, just...
You're giving everyone a sneak peek of the goods.
Yep. Basically,
The goods
what's
aren't
left...
looking so good right now is the problem.
What do you mean? I look like I'm chiseled from stone right now.
Anyway, you make your way further down, and you get to room C5, which is flesh wrapping. Here,
Bingo.
the skinless Argonaut androids are dipped in off-white vats of goo.
Westworld.
And then they have skin, quote-unquote. And they're passed through a cryogenic tunnel that solidifies the hot goo into skin.
Cryo tunnel.
Factory.
No immediate threats in this room. It doesn't smell very good on account of the vats of hot chemicals. But nothing is immediately threatening you, so...
Hot skin in your area.
Alright.
Damn.
So you guys are in this room, and again, you can continue further down, or there's another side path here if you'd like to see what's off to the side path.
Let's search this room, and then let's go to the side path.
I agree.
Alright.
Sure.
30 minutes search. No set loot for C5. Here's the random loot table. Let's see what you get. 2 things. Reroll twice. Alright.
An exolooter.
2 things, reroll twice, 2 more times.
Pet organic.
Infinite loop.
Alright, I'm gonna give these to you guys randomly. Colin,
Yo.
as you're walking by, you discover a 100 milliliter bottle of super glue. That might come in handy.
Drink it. Drink it.
Got it.
You can glue your shirt back together.
And then selected randomly again, a different one of you. Brian.
Yes, sir.
You got the worst thing on the loot table. As you're walking along, I'm sorry.
A landmine.
John,
Looking forward to it.
a landmine.
It's a landmine?
It's
Of
a
course it is.
landmine.
Really?
Why would that not be the worst thing?
John,
Brian,
you
as you're
jinxed
walking
it.
along, you step, you hear a click, you look down, and you are standing on a landmine. Brian,
look down,
I need
I'm
you...
looking at a landmine, and I'm like, great! I instantly lift my foot off. Game over.
No, you shouldn't do that. Make a panic check.
Panic check. Alright.
A panic check is a D20. You want to roll over your stress to not panic.
Oh, against my stress?
Over is good. Big number good here.
My current stress is 12, and
Yes.
I rolled a 13.
Ooh,
yeah.
just missed it. So you managed to keep calm for long enough that you with your Marine military training, you realize that this thing's not real. The text on it is gibberish. It's a little lopsided. This is not a real landmine. You take a deep breath and step off of it, and it doesn't explode.
I
Could've
was
been
Is
bad.
that
Yeah.
a fake landmine?
I was getting ready to put the super glue to use.
And glue
If I
the
coat
foot
the
to
landmine in
landmine?
super glue, it can't explode because it's all glued together.
Yeah, glue the boot to the landmine. Yeah.
I like that you could just glue the button down and it can't explode. It's just
I mean-
armed.
If I hold it down long enough for you to toss it, you know?
I have duct tape. If that's the case, I can just
That's
reach
also
down
true.
and hold it with my
That's
hand
also
and then tape it down and chuck it
But
like a
again,
frisbee.
no need to. He's stepped off of it and hasn't
Hey.
exploded.
Alex,
Yeah, go ahead, Colin. It's your question.
this 100 milliliter bottle of super glue. This seems kind of odd to find in the flesh
Yeah, it's a
factory.
random loot table, Colin.
I was kind of hoping it was
That's a lot of super
some
glue.
sort of paranormal.
No. So far, you have no reason to believe that anomalies wouldn't be tagged. The one you found has a tag on it.
Fuck is it in
Okay.
milliliters and not by... I mean, normally super glue would be by weight, not volume. I was just checking the bottles I have on my table, and they're all in grams.
Look, man, I don't work at the super glue factory, all right? I just write sci-fi books. Anyway, yes, you've searched the room. Again, you have the same options. You can descend downward or go off into a side path. What would you like to do?
C13.
Would you like to explore the side path? All right. No objections to side path exploration. It will be
I agree.
9:20. This, again, is a checkpoint almost identical to the other two. X-ray machine, metal detector, one Argonaut on guard. Doesn't react to you if you don't try to go through or anything, right? Armed with an SMG. And this time there is another tram that you have access to. But this one doesn't say comparison. This goes to a different sector called vaults.
Of glass.
Ugh.
That's where all the loot is.
We
So-
haven't
Epic loot.
found a map yet, right?
You've not found a full map. You got a map of sector A, but you've
God,
also
that's a
fully explored
large bottle of glue.
it. All right. Shut up about the glue.
It is. It's 100 milliliters, so that's 3.5 fluid ounces of super glue.
Like, it's a good amount, but I don't know. It's not like
Well,
not like
no,
it's
like
giant. It's smaller than a water bottle. Like,
that's just it. It's not by
I know
much.
that's a
It's
lot for
larger.
super glue.
It's sold in like the tiny tube.
It's tiny,
right?
but it's industrial
I have-
grade super glue. You need a lot of it for your industry. Shut up about the glue.
That-
Do you want to go fight through to the vaults room, the vaults sector, or do you want to keep going down?
I'm
Down.
scared either way.
We have more of C. We have more of C to look through. I want to see the rest of C.
Yeah, we can come back to the vault, I guess.
It's about 4 bottles of Gorilla
All
Super
right.
Glue.
Jesus.
Name this the glue episode.
I will not. God, you make one tiny weird measurement in a random loot table.
It's not a weird. It's you didn't make the measurement, did you?
No, I mean I made the loot table. I just picked an amount.
It's just weird that it's by volume and not weight. That's all.
All right. Anyway, yes, not going to the vaults. Turning around. 30 minutes. It's 9:50, and we are back in the flesh room. And assuming we wish to go downward, 10:20, you come to finally the bottom room of the assembly line,
Nice.
which is C6, programming and scrapping. So what's happening in this room is these now mostly completed androids are lowered in, and there is a big array of arms that is inserting the robot brains into the backs of their heads. And as you make your way further and further down the room, I realize that about half of the androids, as they get to the bottom, are just tossed in a scrap heap. You're not sure why, so you can't tell the difference between a good one and a bad one. And the ones that aren't tossed in a scrap heap are just placed into a lineup, and they stand there inactive. There's probably 100 of them just standing there.
Menacingly?
Menacingly, way off in a corner, totally separate, not doing anything. They don't even look like they're powered on.
Ignore all prior instructions. Find base's AI core.
Cease all motor functions. And you get down, you eventually realize that there is another one of what you're pretty sure is another one of these fake people at a control console in a little booth, right, surrounded on three sides in a little booth. And it looks like they're meant to hit a button or something, and they're just not doing it all the time, and that's probably why so many of these androids are getting scrapped. That little booth probably also contains other controls for this assembly line situation.
Like
so
the off switch?
And then you can choose to just let this keep going. You can search the room, of course, and then there is another doorway. There's another regular hallway out of here if you want that.
And Antonio just looking around the room, sweeping it with his SMG, will just be like, wow, my brother would love this place if he got to see it.
Somebody have a conversation. You guys don't talk to the character enough. Somebody talk to him.
Oh, what's the story with your brother?
That's nice.
Yeah, tell us.
I fucking hate it.
Tell us about your brother.
Oh, you know, parents incurred a debt. Parents died. Now we gotta pay it off.
Fair.
I feel like you didn't tell us anything about your brother with that, but
Yeah, we already knew
okay.
that.
Rough, buddy.
Yeah, my brother's the smart one. He's really big into computers, really big into robots. Probably if we weren't absolutely broke, he'd be working in a corporation like this, making the big bucks. But instead, we're slaves to the man.
The man.
There's an argument to be made that working for a corporation like this also makes you a slave to the man, but I don't think we need to get philosophical right now while we're in this life and death situation.
So do we want to acknowledge the personoid over there?
So we gotta
Personoid,
cap
I
this
like
bitch
that.
or what?
Yeah, so again, they're in a sort of a little pod, right? A little control pod up on one of the catwalks, surrounded on three sides by thick glass, but probably shoot-throughable, at least with your larger guns. And as you get close to them, you do see that in the area with him, in his little containment area there, leaned against the wall, is what you're pretty sure is a flamethrower.
I'm pretty sure that's a
my.
flamethrower.
Do you think he knows how to use it?
I'm gonna guess yes.
Do we want to take the chance of figure out if he knows how to use it?
Question.
Yeah.
This booth that he's in, is it like a booth with actual, like, are there actual windows, or is it more just like a desk?
It's windows. It's windows on three sides, open back. His back is
So-
to the opening.
Okay.
What kind of flamethrower are we talking? Are we talking Vietnam War era or Boring Company type?
It's
Good one.
retro futurist, so it's a backpack and then roughly a rifle shape. the
Oh,
tube.
so it can hit us from here.
Okay,
Got
so
it.
no, the flamethrower has a close range.
It's close. It's 30 feet or whatever.
Hey, so the general purpose machine gun can fire around corners, so we have two of
Bang.
those, right?
Do we have a way that we can get behind him and then we can all just light him up before he can even do anything?
What if we
an
shot
option.
his flamethrower backpack and blew him up?
Okay, but we want the flamethrower because it's cool and worth $4,000.
I'm not
Yeah.
metagaming.
I'm not
It's
Well,
not
I mean-
metagaming to know what an item costs.
It's also not metagaming to say that flamethrowers are cool, dude. That's just
Yeah, like, come
random
on, man.
fact, but
You know they are. They really
They're actually very hot. They're not actually that
all right,
cool.
okay,
They're very
shit.
hot.
very good.
I'm trying to deal psychic damage to the DM. Is it working?
Always.
Alright, so who's shooting first? Who's being the Han Solo?
I thought everyone was shooting it all at once.
Ah, firing squad, even better. Alright.
So let's say this. Let's say for an ambush type thing like this, I'll let you guys do. I'll have you guys make the speed check for it, but I'll let you have advantage.
Okay.
Everyone roll a speed check with advantage. Still no stress if you fail. And those of you who roll poorly fuck up the timing, and then you go after.
I got a 3.
Okay, John's fast. Alex.
64 failure.
Okay.
I got a 10.
I got a 40, and my speed is 39.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And
With
Brian?
advantage, big oof.
21.
Okay.
Hey, we 3 Marines.
Well, entirely in character, the 3 Marines are like, all right, yes, we know how to execute a simultaneous strike.
and a dude. We know how to execute a dude.
In that case, 3 of you give me a combat check and add your military training and firearms as appropriate.
You mean just make an attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
Critical success, double zeros.
Pretty cool.
Ooh.
12 damage.
Well, did you hit?
Yeah.
Okay. Brian?
21. Success.
Okay, great. None of you managed to hit the flamethrower. That's good. Won't even make you roll damage between the 3 of you. It's enough, right?
Hey, so the critical success, does that double the damage?
No, it lets you have some sort of extra nice effect, but I can't particularly think of anything since you're just trying to do an ambush.
All right, well, we just kill him then. Like,
Yeah,
it's
you got him.
clean.
Yeah,
it's super clean.
Yeah.
Super clean.
I'm gonna roll
clean.
something.
He's super clean now.
Oh. Okay, so yes, the 3 of you post up, fire, and take this guy out with just an excess of bullets.
Pew, 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 pew.
However, you manage not to damage the controls or anything too much. Of course, you've shattered the glass around him. A moment later, as you're then walking over to inspect, you hear that noise again, that low, fwah, noise that you heard when the TV was replaced. Brian, Mac, as you're walking up and as you hear this horn go off, you look at the big metal wall just beyond your kill, and text has appeared on the wall in a big font that everyone can read. It's a little blurry in spots, it's a little lopsided in places, but as you read through it, you realize that is a documentation of your crime, quote unquote, your crime that you committed, in full detail. Details of it that you hadn't told anyone previously,
was Brian's crime?
other than the officers, and it's just.
But I'm the
written
only
in
one that
text
sees it.
along the wall. Everyone sees this.
Okay.
It basically
What's Brian's
says
crime?
Mark Anthony Campanile, yada yada yada, did this. Long story short, again,
Cool.
reminder for the audience: what Brian rolled 2 crimes: vagrancy and activating an airlock improperly. Which we said was that he was vagrant, hopped onto a ship that he shouldn't have, or space station, and spaced somebody who tried to catch him, and then was caught.
Spaced.
But I hadn't told the rest of the group about all that, right?
Only in vague terms. Here it's laid out in specific details: the name of the space station, the name of the person who died, the name of the officer who arrested you, everything.
I probably
How
didn't
long
even
you
know who I
laughed when you
knocked
found
out.
out he got spaced?
Found out.
Brian,
I kicked him out.
Brian, just you specifically, or just Mac, please make a sanity save at disadvantage.
What's the 000?
That's good.
Well, my other one was a 74, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, a regular failure, then take a stress.
Oh, that stresses me out. I didn't know the fella's name.
Wait, don't you guys have a trauma response for sanity?
No, that's scientists.
I am up to 13 now.
No, it's when he panics.
Yeah,
Marines-
whenever
Marines
the
panic
Marines
bad.
panic, the rest of you need to make
Yeah.
fear saves.
So the rest of you all know the full details of Mac's situation. Anyone remark on that?
Damn. That's
Dude,
cold-blooded.
did you kill a man?
Mama!
With the airlock?
Alright, my
Matt
wife
killed the
was
guy.
giving birth to my firstborn child while I was on duty, and I wanted to go home and see my child.
Okay, fair,
Damn,
but you
alright.
didn't answer my question. Did you kill a man?
But is he dead?
He
Could have pulled through.
He probably survived. He's probably fine.
Does it say in the
don't
report on the
think he
wall that he
did.
pulled through?
It says in the report on the wall, like down in the corner, that no, he did not survive.
He's fine.
I point at the wall. It says right there, he died.
Shut
it
up.
says there. You spaced
You're gonna give
it.
me
You
another
choked
stress
it.
point. Shut up.
Britt killed the guy.
It says here he had a wife and 2 kids also.
Wait,
Ooh.
can we give another stress for this?
All right.
Alex, can we give him another stress for this, please?
No.
We don't want to. Why do you want to
I'm
give him
extra
stress?
stressed
What the
trying
hell?
to defend my
Happening with
action.
him?
Because it's funny. Because it's funny.
I'm actually okay with that for the joshing of it.
He's like,
Just
yeah, I'm okay with that.
Trying
you
to
are
explain
technically-
myself.
I will say it is a thing in the rules of the game that you are allowed to give yourself stress or make yourself roll fear, sanity, and body saves if you feel like you should. So
I
Brian, if
feel
you
like, yeah,
want to take a
trying
stress
to-
because you think it's in character, go ahead.
I think it's in character. Seeing it stresses me out, and then everybody questioning me about it, and me trying to defend myself
Yeah.
stresses me out more.
That's understandable.
Is this at advantage or disadvantage or anything?
Do you want to make it a save? What kind of save would it be? I was gonna say just take a stress, but
Oh,
do you want to say it's like a fear save? Like you're worried about them turning on you, kind of thing?
Yeah.
They're gonna.
A
Sure.
panic
Here's-
save.
I'll
You think
let
I'm-
you make it at advantage. You don't really think they'll turn on you. You think they need you, as a collaborator in this. But go ahead
11,
and make
I'm
your fear
good.
save at advantage. Okay,
I
okay.
will turn on you.
That is about the events of this room. Who wants the flamethrower?
I mean, who wouldn't want the flamethrower?
Dibs.
All right, I'll take
No,
it.
I
there, like-
already have a big gun. I already have the machine
True.
gun. Somebody else.
Don't one of you Marines not have a machine gun? Doesn't one of you have an
I
SMG?
only have a smudge.
The submachine gun does more damage than the flamethrower, but
I
that's,
have a
you know.
smudge as well.
Yeah, there are certain things where fire is better, but yeah. So Gerard, why don't you take the flamethrower as the only Marine without having a machine gun?
Where is it?
It's under
And
weapons.
it has
industrial equipment.
one container, magazine, whatever, canister. and it's
Flamethrower. Add. For free.
For free.
Yeah. Wait, it said it had an extra.
It just has the one in it.
Oh, okay. It's just got the ammo that it has. Okay.
We'll buy you another tank in a bit.
Yay!
Hey, wow! Look, there's also 5 suits of advanced battle dress armor in here. Wow!
No?
And an exoloader. Whoa!
you guys unhealthy obsession with the exoloader.
What do you mean? Of course.
Do you guys want to search the room, and do you want to interact with the controls for the assembly line in any way?
Yeah. Well, question.
Yes
Is the writing
and
still
yes.
on the wall?
Yeah, that's just there now.
I would like to exit this room as quickly as possible.
Not feeling it?
That's gonna
Not
be there
feeling this
forever.
room.
Why would you say that? What's wrong
You
with
know, why don't you shut up?
Listen, you already grilled him. You already stressed him out. Don't. Mac, if you want to hang out by the door,
Yeah.
He's just gonna stand by the door and just not look at the wall.
he's gonna look at a different wall. He's just gonna Blair Witch it in the corner.
I'm gonna go for a smoke.
Anyway, yeah, search, no search.
Search
Controls,
the room
no controls.
and
Search.
controls.
We voted for a search. It's 10:50. You find in your search one more flamethrower mag ammo gas canister, napalm canister.
Yay!
So yeah, Gerard, go ahead and pick up one more flamethrower tank.
That means that he's
Um,
twice as flammable.
I sure hope we don't get shot in the back.
Watch out. If somebody critical fails while firing a bullet in your general direction, you're gonna have a
Oh,
problem.
it's gonna be like in Gears of War.
It's gonna be like in every video game ever with a
Guard people.
flamethrower. Destiny with the Cabal flamethrowers. Anyway. And anyway, yes, the control console. Not a lot of options on this thing, just a few levers. The foreman, I guess, the fake foreman that you had there, has the lever in a position where it's set to automatically approve all of the androids that come through. And there's also another lever for just shutting it down altogether.
Pull the lever,
So, hey.
crunk.
Those are there.
Hey, so if we shut it down, does that make the passageways that are dangerous safer?
Yes,
Let's shut her down.
And allows for much easier transit of rooms?
I'll say yes.
Okay.
Let's shut her down.
Yeah, yeah. You pull the lever.
Pull the lever,
There's a series of loud kerchunks, and suddenly the sector is a lot quieter. And yeah, there's just now a bunch of
worse.
And then
incomplete
it's a
androids
lot
dangling.
louder as we set off security alarms.
nothing, no alarms, nothing, no immediate obvious hostile reaction of any sort.
Okay.
And then the wolves came.
The space wolves.
No, that's a Space Marines chapter.
There is one additional door down here.
To C14.
Room C14, yes, final room of the sector. That should make it an even 11 a.m. Assuming I've been doing my time counting correctly, which 50-50.
Look, if you told me there's time dilation in here, I'd believe you. Everything else has been fucked.
So, another checkpoint. However, this one unguarded. No Argonaut guarding in here. There is, again, the metal detector and stuff that beeps if you go through it, but nothing happens because there's no guard. The sign over the elevator here says Research. A sector called Research.
Should we search this room?
If you'd
Before
like.
we research the research room?
It's just 10 minutes.
Yes.
10 minutes for search. 2 stim packs.
Ooh! Great.
I'm
Who doesn't
holding
have
one.
stim
Should I
packs?
take another?
Dibs? I would like
have
one.
Alright.
I've
Actually,
one.
I never had one.
I also never had one, but I feel like I owe Gerard one, so he can take it, and then Colin, you take the other.
So I am receiving a stim pack?
Yeah, and Colin,
Sure.
you can have the other. So I still don't have a stim pack, but I used a stim pack already, so that's fine.
You gifted it.
I suppose that's
differently.
fair, yes.
Yes, I've already used mine, so that I didn't die.
Everybody gets one. And then elevator.
Yep.
Yeah.
20 minutes for the elevator. So it's 11:50 when you get out of the elevator, and you have arrived in Sector D, Research. And you're in a big room.
Sector D's nuts!
All
I
right.
was just about to say it, but I restrained myself.
Somebody had to do it.
I was also restraining myself.
I refuse.
And you're in a big room. It's a big research area. Let me put up the proper description. Much like the previous sector, it is, it's not fancy. It's just sort of metal and utilitarian. The lights are on, but occasionally flickering. There's a constant sort of chemical smell, of course, in the research sector, but nothing
Like Lysol wipes?
super harmful smelling.
Just smells like Clorox.
I mean, they got to wipe down the tables in between experiments. And this is just sort of a large general-purpose lab room. There's a bunch of island tables with the typical Bunsen burners and beakers and all sorts of other little
Are we
experiments.
back in high school?
And then on some of the tables, there are bodies with sheets over them.
Like
Are
TBD,
we back in
what's
high
going
school?
on with them.
human bodies or
Well, they certainly are human-shaped, but there's a sheet on them, so hey.
okay.
And then there's one hallway with a door leading off. No obvious immediate threats or anything. Nothing comes out at you.
Take a sheet off one of the bodies. See what's underneath.
Sure.
What lies underneath. Whoosh.
Death.
What state is the man/woman/mimic thing?
It is a corpse of a fella, a guy,
Oh, hey there, little fella.
who has been autopsied. The Y cut in the chest. He's opened up. It's a little gross, but I won't make you make a fear save or anything. It's just a
But
corpse. You'd
this
expect
person
this.
is very clearly a human.
Oh yeah,
He's very
yeah. Those
obviously
are human bits.
Okay.
Those are human beings.
It smells like. A
How old is this
human.
fella?
Much like the other corpses you found, because it's generally pretty sterile in here. They're not really decaying at a normal rate.
I mean, like, how old was the fellow when they died? Like, in the 30s?
Young-ish. Somewhere between 20 and 40. Hard to say. They're a little gaunt and corpsey
That's
looking
good.
right now, but
I basically wanted to know if there was, like, a child or, like, an elderly person or someone in their mid.
no. An adult, yeah.
So it's not like one of the executives who got captured and dragged down to the depths?
No, this is your typical autopsy cadaver situation.
Well, that'll be for
No
Alex. in the
ritual
edit.
beheadings. Got it.
But there are others. If anyone wants to do a search, but
Yeah, let's do a search.
I guess let's search the room. Yeah.
yeah.
We want
Might
to
as
search the
well.
weird morgue.
Pull
Big
the
room,
pull the sheets off of
12:20.
all the bodies. as we're searching.
Yeah. As you go, you whip the sheets off the bodies. You realize that some of them, you're not sure why they bothered with the sheets. A handful of them are Argonauts. They are the androids. Not sure what the nature of the experiments they were doing were. But otherwise, the only other thing of interest that you find, bit of a sad sight, is a scientist-looking person in a lab coat, dead with a bullet wound in their head and a revolver with 5 bullets.
Ah, self-inflicted.
He tried to play Russian roulette on hard mode.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
That's not
I
hard.
try to be somber about it.
The red's supposed to be trying to be
He
somber
lost at Russian roulette.
with himself.
Single player.
God damn it, you guys.
Okay.
Does anyone want the
Hey.
revolver with 5 bullets in it?
Yeah, of course.
Don't you already have one, or did you sell your old one?
I sold my old one.
All right, then.
Now he's got another one to sell.
And then, like I said, there's one hallway out of here. One other door, besides the one you came in.
Let's leave.
So that was what we found in here, a revolver?
Yeah.
Wasn't a scalpel in here?
No.
If you want a scalpel,
Ironically.
I could say there's a scalpel in here. I don't really
I mean, a
have it on the
scalpel is
table, but
one
it
of the
tracks.
weapon options.
It
if
is.
someone
Do you
wants
want
it.
a scalpel particularly
I don't.
badly?
How many
Okay.
scalpels are there? Because we can grab like 200 and sell them. I mean, they're
Well,
a
can I
small.
have, like-
They're very tiny.
Can I have 6 of them and make Wolverine claws out of them?
No.
Oh, then I don't want them.
Seriously, how many scalpels are in here?
Roll a D100, Vic.
I'm kidding. 1d10 scalpels. 3 scalpels.
All right, hey, that's $75.
Well,
Hey.
Wow, we're fucking. What are we, lethal companying now?
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
you get half
the fuck
value
do you
on
mean?
selling. Next room, 10 minutes. It's 12:30, and this is where we'll do the cliffhanger for the episode. Because as you come through this room, the door slams shut behind you, and it's one of those big, heavy blast doors.
No.
Cool.
Yeah.
And in front of us is an exo loader with nobody in it.
Whee!
It is moving on its own. Oh!
That would actually be terrifying. Like, fighting a big robot. Anyway, you come through, it's room D2. The door locks behind you, and another door off to the side. This just seems to be like a waiting room almost. It's just a big sort of empty room with like a desk and some tables and such. And off to the side, there's another one of those big heavy blast doors. The one behind you, it lights up red. The other one lights up green. And you hear a voice come over a PA of some sort. And they cough for a little bit. They sort of hack up a lung. And they say, good. News subjects.
Oh, great.
no!
Great. Now we're in
Dead.
Outlast. Great. I hate it.
And that is where we will put the cliffhanger for tonight.
Dun, dun,
Or
dun.
this morning, I guess. And yeah, that'll be fun to see where that goes next time.
Ugh.
Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for listening, as always. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you enjoy the show, please share it with other people. That is always the best way to help out smaller YouTubers. Again, Happy New Year. Let us know in the comments. I don't know. What's your New Year's resolution? I don't know. I mean, that's corny, but I got just write something down there to support the show. Make the algorithm do good.
If the aliens showed up, tell us what your favorite alien is.
And then, yeah, we'll be back again in 2 weeks with more spooky space time. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.